What's going on, everybody? I am the Jack of Diamonds, and recently I had a request on an explanation on how I did a certain card spin, and it looks like that. Now, this is one of the harder things. I am not going to put this on a simple tutorial because it's not simple. It's hard to learn. It's hard to perfect or master. And it is quite hard. So I'm using the White Artisans deck by Theory 11, and as you can tell, one card. That's all you need. And so basically, you want to be able to find this pivot right here, that center point where you can move it in all directions, and it still not fall off your finger. A good way to mark this is to use a card like the Ace of Hearts or the Ace of Diamonds. Something where you can easily spot a middle point and learn how that middle point works, how you're going to be able to react to it. So you can see I can bring it to pretty far lengths before it actually falls off my finger. And that's the first step. And one thing I want to say is you need a extraordinarily light hand for this. It's all in these three fingers. That's it. You can give it a little flick with your wrist, but it has to be very soft and very well timed. And of course you can do it the other way around, but it's just however you want to do it. I like doing it with a backup. So, and there you go. So what you're going to want to do is once you've figured out how to balance that card, you're going to bring your thumb and place it on the exact same point on the other side of the card. And you're going to use your index finger, and that's all you're going to do is you're going to softly just give it a little push. And I mean, when I say a little, I mean you are literally going to swipe the card about that much. Because, you just kind of have to think about it. A card is very light, thus meaning it needs very little pressure. All of this is a very soft trick. It's an eye catcher, I will give it that, and you guys have seemed to enjoy it. But that right there is, that's pretty much all there is to teach. It's a hard thing to teach because you kind of have to pick up on it. I really was never taught how to do it. I just saw people doing it, and I just kind of tried to figure it out myself. So let's recap. Middle on both sides. First of all, find that middle point with your middle finger on the underside of the card. Find that same point with your thumb on the other side of the card. And that's all you're going to do is just that little swipe. You really don't need to press up or anything like that. You just need to give it a really soft touch. And you can see, even in my wrist, I'm really not doing much. It's all in that index finger. And you want to keep your hand as steady as possible. And that's what makes it such a hard thing to teach, is because you have to find how it works for you. And that's how a lot of magic tricks are, and a lot of flourishes and cardistry is. But this is something that you're going to have to perfect yourself, because it's going to be something that's going to be a very long-winded process on how to learn. So, like I said, don't come into this thinking you're just going to get it. Some of you may do exactly that, and if you do, awesome. That means you just really understood it. I encourage you to just be patient with it, be patient with yourself, and just work it out. And this is going to take a long time to get this way. There are guys that are better at this than I am, and you can do a lot of things with it. And it's good to get. I actually will use this if I'm trying to get somebody's eye off of me doing a packet switch or something like that with my other hand. I'll peel off this top card and I'll use it as a distraction, or I'll start doing flicker from the verts. And it has uses, but for the most part it's just to look good. So just work with it, just remember those simple points, and that's it. So I hope you guys are able to learn this. Remember, the biggest thing is not going to be a tutorial on this, it's going to be you trying to work it out. So that's pretty much it. Be patient, work it out. I'm the Jack of Diamonds. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I will see you all Later.